Hey everybody, Hunter Fisher, Trapper, Trader, Guide, Scout, and Interpreter, and Country Cook Steve Hall here in Nashville, Tennessee, along with Pretty Miss Sheila. Hi, Sheila.
Hi.
Doing a great job on that camera. We're going to just have a little fun today, and you can do this at the house with the kids, and they'll just have a blast. We're going to make cinnamon and sugar and Krispy Kreme donut holes, 2 different types, from biscuits. Now, you can make a dough, you can go through the whole process, but if you just want something quick and easy, a little snack for the kids, this is ideal. Now, we got our cooking oil in here. You can use large, shortening, whatever you want to do. It's coming up on 325 degrees about now. We want around 350, and then we're going to show you what we're going to do, how to make them. Come on over here. Let's get started. Really simple. First thing all you need is a little tube of biscuits. I got jumbo biscuits here, but you can just get regular too. It doesn't matter. These are the Wampin kind. Give them a little whomp on the side of the counter. We're going to lay these out here. Now this is so easy. Let me see if I can hit the trash can. Close enough. What you want to do is you want to kind of smash one of these out. And it don't matter if you smash. You can actually use a rolling pin too if you want. And kind of get them down to about a 1/4 inch or so. Now, I've got a donut maker right here. But if you turn this, you can actually take the little centerpiece out and use it to cut these with. Okay? And then you have your little donut holes ready to go. If you don't have one of these, don't worry. I know you got some seasoning in the cupboard. Make a little bit bigger one. Just take the lid off of one of these and use that to cut. Give it a little smack out of there. There he is, hiding in there. Same thing with this one. Then you can always use them little guys. But because I have this little guy right here, I'm going to go ahead and use it. Now I'm just going to mash this back together, kind of get it generally about the same thickness, kind of know that I'm going to make maybe 2 out of there. I like this a little better because you can push your finger back through the middle of it to push it out of there. And it's just that simple. Flatten them out. I kind of take whatever piece I got from the other one, add it to the next one. Kind of flatten them out on your little cutting board here. And make your little donut holes. Of course, you can actually make donuts out of these as well. When you flare it out like that, take a regular donut cutter. But I just like donut holes. Just seems like if you eat 3 or 4 of them, you're getting off a little lighter. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make all of these into little donut holes, and we're going to get them in this bowl, and we'll be right back with you now that you know how to just roll it up and kind of smash it back out again and start cutting away. It's just that easy. Okay, I got some small little donut holes, which I guess these are kind of the legal size because they are part of the inside of a regular donut cutter, and what is not a donut is a donut hole. And I actually made a couple of donuts too, just for fun. We got our little bit bigger donut holes that we made from the top of a seasoning thing, because that's all I had till I ordered the other thing in there. We're going to put these in this oil, and I'm going to show you how I cook them. Now, you can use a little wooden stick and poke them and turn them and do all that kind of stuff, but I use a metal spoon with slots in it, which is just ideal for this. And we're just about right there right now. So let me turn this down to medium high, and you just start dropping these babies in here. You don't want to get too many in there. Don't take me long to look at a horseshoe. Get them put in there. Let me put one of these bigger ones in there, or 2. And the neatest thing about these is when they get nice and golden brown on one side, you just really touch them and they kind of turn themselves over. And this is the quickest and easiest way without taking the time to make all kinds of dough and donuts. These are just right out of the biscuit thing. And trust me, you only want to open one little biscuit container because look how many one biscuit container made. Now see, these guys are starting to get brown. They only take a couple of minutes. He looks like he's getting ready to turn himself. There you go. You're getting there, guys. I like that. Give them a little touch, and they just turn right over. If you just give them a little bop in the head, they'll flip upside down, and put the cooked side up so it can do the other side. Ain't that neat? Come on, turn over. Don't make me a liar. There we go. There's that one, that one. And you got to kind of remember how you put them in there, but you can see the edges. He's going to fool me. That's a bigger one anyway. But these standard size ones, there you go. Isn't that neat? This guy here's probably done. Well, not yet. He needs to be cooked a little bit longer. I get in a hurry with all of this stuff. And as soon as we start to put these on this paper towel and cool them off a little bit, we're going to show you how to make our little dipping sauces. And we're going to make 2 of them for here. Now I know he's done now. This guy too. Just dump them over there. These don't take very long. But you do want to cook them enough so they're not doughy in the middle. And that's why the littler ones probably get done quicker than my little bigger ones like this guy here that's made from that seasoning cap. But they're looking good. And I know this little guy's done. He's nice and brown both sides. All right. This is a big chunk of something that I had left over of dough. I just threw it in there. Let's lay a couple of our donuts in there. And these are just made from the regular biscuit doughs also. And then I'm going to put in a few more little donut holes. You want to be careful dropping them in there because that oil will find your fingers. So be careful, especially if you got the kids up around the counter and they're helping you do this. But you can put them in charge of the next step. And I'll show you what that is, because that's nice and safe to do that. All right, there we go. That's enough. Got to give them a little room so they can swim around. While these are cooking away, let me show you how to make Krispy Kreme donuts. You take 1 cup of white powdered sugar and 1 tablespoon of half and half and stir it up, and it just turns into a real nice thick little syrup. We're also going to do cinnamon sugar, so we're going to do exactly the same recipe. 1 cup of white sugar, granulated this time, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. You'd think you'd go 50-50 for sugar and cinnamon, but you don't need to. That cinnamon finds its way all the way around everything. Once you stir it a bunch, you got plenty of cinnamon flavor in there. See, it just keeps showing up from the bottom. No matter how much you stir it, up comes another gob of that cinnamon. So that's perfect right there. Now we need to give our little donuts a look here. I turned my oil back down to kind of like medium high. Well, now I kicked it back up there again, so it probably fell down a little bit below where I wanted it, but it's starting to gain some ground now. I like Sheila. She says, just dump all the rest of them in there. I said, you can't do that because they'll stick together. She said, that might be good. Just like that big donut that looked kind of like monkey bread. I'll bet then you could just tear it off in chunks and eat it. That kind of defeats the purpose of donut holes, but she's funny. I get a big kick out of her. And see, you just tap these little guys. Just give them a little bonk in the head, and they'll turn right over there for you. Isn't that just neat? Let me get the rest of these browned up good. And then we're going to coat them with cinnamon and sugar, and also our white powdered sugar and milk, or half and half, whatever you happen to have works. And let me tell you something, if these things don't turn out exactly right, it don't matter. They're your little donut holes. They're all going to taste delicious no matter what shape they are. So we're just going to keep stirring these around a little bit, and let me get the rest of them browned up. Be right back with you. I always keep track of which ones I took out of the grease last. This half is the hottest. This half is still plenty warm. These things hold heat for a long time. And I'm going to chuck a few of these in the cinnamon and sugar. Kind of tumble them around. Here's where the kids can get involved with their fingies. If you can trust them not to eat every one of them before they make it over to your little decorative cups, where you're going to take some to the neighbor. We'll throw a donut in there as well. Take these donut holes, tumble them in there. And our cinnamon and sugar. And looky here. We got a nice little gift for the neighbor lady, Cookie. She's actually going to move, and we're going to miss her. She's moving out to a place where she can be a little closer to family, but she gave us a whole bunch of neat goodies for our kitchen, spoons and knives and stuff that we use on the show. So we're going to bring her a little sweet treat as soon as this commercial, did I say commercial? As soon as this recipe is over with. Look at that, Sheila. Then we're going to trade off here, and we're going to get our little mixture done. You know, I don't think I had nearly a cup. I had more like a half to a 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, and then I put in about a tablespoon. But you know how to make a mixture of that. About a cup of that white sugar, and then enough to make it just barely thick. And what we're going to do here is we're going to put these little guys down in here. These are still pretty hot over on this end of the field. We're going to tumble these around in there and get them all coated. Ooh, he run for it. Then, trust me, then just pull them up the sides, let them drain just a little bit. Plunk them in your little cup here. And as they cool, that liquid will turn more firm and more dry. And then you have Krispy Kreme donut holes. In fact, I don't know whether to call the recipe cinnamon and sugar donut holes or Krispy Kreme donut holes made from biscuit dough. I think I'll call it Krispy Kreme. That gets people's attention more often. So, and looky here. What do you think, Sheila? They do look yummy, don't they? I know where you're going. You're going in the kitchen and get you a nice big hot cup of coffee and come back, and we're going to enjoy some of these guys.
After I go to the neighbor.
After she goes over to the neighbor. Putting the best looking ones in there. Yeah, see, we're almost out of our little mix here, so it could use a full cup of sugar and then enough to make it into our little syrup. Our little sticky Krispy Kreme cups. Looky there. I got room for one more over here. And I'm just going to go ahead and move these other ones to the side so I can get my little close-up shot. How's this look, Sheila?
Pretty.
Is that center? Tell me when I'm just exactly dead center. Well, thank you for the close-up, Sheila. That looks really terrific. And there you have it, Krispy Kreme and cinnamon and sugar donut holes made from biscuit dough. So get yourself some cinnamon and sugar in one bowl. Get yourself about a cup of that white powdered sugar and a little bit of half and half and stir it up till it's just really thick and syrupy, almost like pancake dough, maybe a little thinner than that. And then what do you end up with? Treats for everybody. By the way, the cook and the camera girl get to eat the mistakes over here. Anything that looks funny or not shaped up just right that you want to give away, you get to eat that on your own. And there you have it. Man, I hope you subscribe to our channel. Right over here on this side, you'll see little Shotgun Red's face pop up. I hope you click on that. And here's something we couldn't figure out. When you subscribe to our channel, if you look up in the top right-hand corner after you subscribe, you'll see subscribed and a little check mark. That doesn't mean that you get every one of our recipes. I didn't know that. But right next to the word subscribe, you'll see a little bell. If you click on that, it'll drop down a box that says something to the effect of, send me all the information about this channel. If you'll check that and hit save, then you'll get every single one of them. And we really hope you do that. Over on this side, we're going to put up another recipe that we hope you enjoy. And are these the most delicious little quick donut holes made from biscuit dough that the kids can have fun with and eat up right with you? If they ain't, they ought to be. Sheila, did you enjoy this?
I did.
She's already been nibbling in between camera shots, so don't let her try to get away with that. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Bye-bye for now.